Hi guys, hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin', and I'm not sure if my camera's working. Is it working? Yay! I have a camera, I think. Anyway, welcome. This is a little bit of an experiment on my behalf, and so if you're joining me, thank you so much for doing that, and if you're watching on the replay, thank you too. So I've been having a little play with something called OBS Studio. No, not OBS Studio. Streamlabs. There we go. And also I'm checking to see if the closed captioning works on the live, and it does. Yay! Okay, this might mean that I need to buy a new camera because I'm using the webcam that my daughter uses for this. So anyway, if you're watching, please comment. This is a massive experiment on my part, so thank you for joining me. So I hope you've had a good day. And so I was just doing a little bit of knitting earlier and remembered I needed to make some stitch markers. So for those of you who knit or crochet, you may know what stitch markers are. Now there are different types of stitch markers. You get some that are like a little clip so that you can unclip them. The ones I'm going to make are just like a loop that you would pop onto your knitting needles and then easily slide those back off again. So that's what I'm going to be making here today. And I'm kind of copying ones that I bought the other day, and they're really, well, they look quite easy to make. So we're just going to try and see what happens. So this is Ruth's Artful Crafting channel. I know some of you are over here because you follow me on Artful Stampin', which is another of my YouTube channels. And you know what, I think I'm going to use scissors. And so thank you for joining me. I'm hoping that this channel will get to the point where it has its own followers as well, who are more interested in perhaps knitting or crochet or sewing or sewing. I'm not sure about that actually. I'm not the world's greatest sewer. But there we go. Right, so I've cut myself some pieces of, this is called tiger tail. Now, yeah, so I'm also using, yeah, as I said, this laptop. Not laptop, this, I'm going to get my words out in a minute. What's it called? Webcam. Thank you, webcam. So it's a good quality video, is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, the only thing is, I'm not sure. Does it focus? I don't know. Does it autofocus? Yeah, don't know. I've literally got it perched though, so any small movement and it will fall off its perch. Right. I'm just going to go into Streamlabs and see. Is there anything else I can add to this? Oh my goodness, no, forget that, no, go back. Okay, I thought I was able to see my comments, studio mode, no, okay, okay, I can, now this is quite clever, I think I can add, media source video. No, I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, so with this Streamlabs thing, I think I'm able to add like other stuff, like if I want to show you videos and things like that. So that's kind of useful to know because I am planning a massive big live stream at some point, and so it will be useful if I can show videos on there. Right, back to the beads. So here I have a collection. Ooh! Ting-a-ling-a-ling, a bit of a bell there. Collection of Indian glass beads. There's some other things thrown in here as well, but mainly Indian glass. And Indian glass is really great if you're starting out with, you know, jewellery making, because it's pretty inexpensive, but yet you've got the nice weight of glass, particularly if you're making bracelets, necklaces, things like that. If you're using too many to make earrings, it can get a little bit heavy, so I don't recommend that. So I'm grabbing out some of these little, what are they called, crimps. Hi Janine, hi Sally Jo, hi Wendy. You couldn't chat for a bit. Okay. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to have a little bit of an experiment. I'm copying the ones that I already have some. that I bought from a shop, and from what I could see, there was like a loop about that size, I think. There we go. And so 4 people watching. This is really weird going back to creating a channel with less than 100 followers. It's kind of nice. It's almost feels like the Great Reset, you know. Just start all again and start afresh. So it's quite exciting. Right, now what colour do I want with that? That's kind of like a pinky reddy colour. So what else? What have I got here? Now that's a frosted glass. Can you see? And that's what I quite liked about the Indian beads. You'd have a choice of frosted or, you know, clear or glassy, I suppose. That's quite nice, isn't it? And what if I can find a little, even smaller one? Might have to just dip into some other beads. Oh, I have 2 boxes of Indian. Oh, these are the smaller Indian glass beads. Oh, and some other stuff. You know, you can't find places to put things. You just shove it in boxes, don't you? Right, next I want another little pink. Oh, that'll do. Hi, Katrin. Nice to see you. Not being able to join the chat almost throws one into complete panic. FOMO. I know, fear of missing out. Not saying hi to everybody. Well, this is an absolutely wonderful experiment because, as I just intimated, I do not have 1,000 followers on this channel. However, I've been able to go live, which is awesome. With my other channel, Artful Stampin', I've always relied on the fact I had 1,000 followers before I could go live. But with Artful Crafting, I'm hoping this might grow my channel a little bit faster. Although I haven't actually had much time to be creating content here, so... Right, so I've popped 3 little beads on there, and the idea is I'm going to crimp off that bead. So I had to check that that crimp was bigger than the whole of the last bead. Alright, now that's super important because if your crimp, you see it, it's wanting to sink in inside that, yeah, see I had to check that. It's wanting to, it's gone inside that bead. No, 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 no. Come on, out you come. Come on, you're not meant to go. There we go. See? So that means I'm going to have to put another bead at the end of there to stop that happening. And I am going to change glasses. I am going to. You will have to tell me how you've done it so I can do a live on YouTube. I would love to, Wendy. And this is also part of the reason I want to figure this all out, is so I can help my team. Now the thing that I want to really figure out is if I can use my mobile device to do that, or am I going to have to buy another webcam? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. You're saying that the quality is quite good, so I'm going to trust you on that one. A bead cap. Ooh, now I would do, Sally, if this was a pair of earrings, but because it's for knitting, I don't really want to be putting too much extra, you know, like bits that could catch, if that makes sense, because this thing that I'm making does have a purpose. It's to be used for knitting and crocheting and things like that. So although ordinarily I would love to put a bead cap on the end, I'm not going to do that with this one. I'm just trying to find, there's some little, I don't know if you can see, there's some little rocailles at the bottom of here. I'm just going to see if I can, you know what, sometimes the lick your finger technique just works the best, you know, lick your finger and hope for the best. And thank you, Sally Jo. The mat that I'm using, this felty mat thing, was given to me by Sally, and it's very useful to stop beads rolling around the place and wanting to have a life of their own. Right, come on beads. There we go, I've got a few now. Hi Judy! Right, so I've got my glass bead on the end there, so I'm just going to grab a reddish one. Oh no, that's white. No, wrong colour. There we go. So, what have you all been up to this Sunday? We had our lunch at church today, which was postponed from last week because we had the Queen's Jubilee, so we decided to postpone it because we thought that people would be busy and things. And so, funnily enough, when we had our church meeting where we decided we were going to postpone it, I suggested that we had a bit more of a Jubilee themed lunch. And so we had not one, but 2 pots of coronation chicken to go with our jacket potatoes. So, I hadn't made coronation chicken for quite a while. So I'd love to know your recipes, what you guys do for coronation chicken. My version is I poach the chicken. Right, I'm just squeezing that crimp shut. I don't know if you can see me doing that. I poached the chicken and then basically mixed it with chopped up apricots, and I'm hoping that that's not going to catch too much. Not sure about that. Anyway, I'll make a few and then I'll let you know which one's the best for knitting. Yeah, so what did I use? Apricots, chopped up apricots, and some slivered almonds. And sometimes I put grapes in mine, but I didn't do that this time. And now I didn't have a curry powder mix. I ended up making my own mixture of garam masala, which is kind of like a curry powder mix really, and some, did I put extra coriander? I can't remember. Definitely put a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of chilli for some warmth, and mayonnaise. Yep. So that was nice. Hi Judy. Okay, so here we've got another reddish looking one. And I'm going to try and find a bead that, I don't know if that crimp will get lost in that one as well. Actually, you know what, I'm going to be confident in this because when I squish the bead cap actually ends up being wider. So I'm going to go with it this time and see what happens. I'm squishing those right down. Giving that a good old tug. There we go. Oh wow, 6 people watching! Yay! Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate you coming in. Now I probably should set up a separate broadcast list for Artful Crafting. Do you know? Oh, that's a nice bead. Artful Crafting, because I do have one for Artful Stamping. So for those of you who don't know what a broadcast list is, it's basically a list on WhatsApp where if you want information from me but you don't want to be in a chat group, you can pass me your mobile number, and I promise not to pass it to anybody else, and so when I go live I can send a wee message out to everybody, and thereby you get a little notification, because I don't really want to keep using the Artful Stampin' broadcast list for things on this channel. Oh, I quite like that. I don't need much more than that, do I? See if I can find a little green one, or yellow. I am whittling a bit now. Itchy nose, excuse me. Right. So who's ever done this before where they've crimped onto, this is called tiger tail. Well, that's what I call it anyway. I don't know if they've changed the name of it over the years, but anyway, it comes on a reel, like so. Did you call this stuff tiger tail, Sally? Now this one's got a lovely orange colour to it, and again, Sally gave me this. And it's got like metal wire running through it, but it's, I guess it must be steel or something because it's quite bendy. It doesn't break if you fold it backwards and forwards, which normal wire does. So, oops, okay. I like that one. There's another big one. Oh, what's that? Oh, now where's the hole on that one? I'm wondering if this is just what's called a cabochon, where you put that into a setting. Yeah, that's not a bead. False alarm. Oh, I think I might have made that bead many, many, many years ago. I do have scattered around the place little beads I would have made. Oh, that's nice. That sparkly one. Should we go for a bit of a silvery, grey looking thing? Like that. Oh, no. Well, have you recovered from last night, Miss Wendy? I always wondered what coronation chicken was. Ah, there we go. Oh gosh, 19 strands. Didn't know that. So Wendy and I went to a concert last night. Went with my daughter. It was very good fun. Now, I can see my camera is focused on there, but it doesn't seem to have focused on here. So I'm interested to know if it does self-focus, because this is really a very basic, oops, lost a bead, basic camera. My phone tends to do a bit of an autofocus thing, which can be useful, can be a bit annoying sometimes, but there we go. Right, now I think I need a little, no, I think I need something bigger than a rocaille to go on the end of there. Oh, what's that? Oh, it hasn't got a hole in it. Excuse me. Go for a small one, I think. Oh, has the dogs been picked up, Wend? Oh no, what's the wrong colour? That's got like a creamy colour to it. Right, that white? Yeah. Well, I saw a very talented young lady who's related to Wendy. Well, more like I heard her. I did see her, but I also heard her. She sang beautifully. Yep, so we got to enjoy Wendy's daughter singing. So it was a combination really of local talent, and I say local, we had sort of, local to our town and then surrounding area. Some young people, some older people. We had a choir and a 4-piece reed instrument band. So a clarinet and 3 saxophones, but the 3 different, the alto, the tenor, and I guess a bass, I think. And then the star of the show, and I was messaging a friend who had seen Phantom of the Opera, a man who has been in Phantom of the Opera as the Phantom, a gentleman by the name of Peter Harris. And I hadn't realised much about him at all until I got home and Googled him. And he sang various showpieces. Janine, you would have loved it. He sang Bring Him Home, that one, from Les Mis. He sang I close my eyes, draw back, and we did the whole ooh bit as well. We accompanied him, Hello, Shaz. Nice to see you. Thank you for popping by. This is a little bit of a experiment on my part this evening to see how this goes. So. Oh no, I need the... I keep forgetting what I need to use. Right, I'm just going to check my Streamlabs account, see if there's anything cool. Yeah, I think it's sort of working. You can hear me okay, I presume. How does the sound compare to using my phone? I mean, the mic, I guess, is right on my camera. So as long as I speak... Oh! Please also, can you check if the closed captioning is working? For you. It's working for me. Can you just check to see if it's working for you and if it's correct? If what I'm saying is actually coming up correctly, or do I need to adjust my diction? Do I need to speak a little bit more clearly? Well, hello, Miss Glenna. I'm making some little stitch markers for my knitting. I'm knitting a big jumper. Well, I say big jumper, it's thick, well, thickish needles and thickish wool, loose wool. So I am very pleased with the results of this little video because it has proved that I can learn new technology, because even though I'm fairly confident with some technologies, it just absolutely stumped me earlier, and then I kind of figured out what to do and it all came together. And I wanted to also make sure I could have closed captioning on live videos, which YouTube seems to have lost recently. So I wanted to make sure I could do that. Right, to be honest, I have got more than enough now, and I probably don't really need to make any more, although I've just seen this lovely green bead and I do like these colours. You can't, how are you watching me, Miss Janine? Are you watching me on your phone or a laptop or a tablet? So basically, where the settings section on your device is, there's a little icon that either says CC or it's like a little rectangle box with like lines through it. Oh, hello, Miss Jan Brandt. Thank you for coming along. Thank you, Glenna. I might have to make you all my admin, because, you know, I know you all and trust you all well enough, I think. Make you all my spanners. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just trying to find a little wee green bead. Oh, I'll just go with this one. Oh, it is funny reading some of the closed captions, actually. I've just read myself. Apparently I said the word Spanish, but I don't think I did. Unless YouTube has gained the ability to predict the future, and it told me that that's what I was going to say, and therefore I did say it. Or it's a bit of a Matrix moment, that. Night night, Miss Catherine. Sleep well. Oh, I didn't realise what the time was. I'm going to have to chase my child to bed as well. I cannot be trusted, said Jan. No, you might start pressing all sorts of buttons, Jan. Start banning everybody. Oh, just after a little bead that'll go on the end of here. Come on, please. I'll go with that one. Oh, actually, I might just try. And if I squish the crimp, it might just be big enough. And if it isn't, that's fine. I'll just stop there. Just don't want it to go inside. Yeah, that's fine. That has stopped it. Oh, hello, Fred. This is the other Ruth. Different channel. I would leave these pretty stitch markers in the design of my jumper. What is a stitch finder? Oh, I don't know what a stitch finder is. This is a stitch marker, Shaz. So you use it when you're... Well, I'm knitting in the round. Oh, I should have brought it over. I'm knitting on a... what's it called? Knitting needles with the bits in between. And so I'm knitting in the round. And so I need to remember where to cast on and cast off. So what you do is in between the stitches, you pop one of these. And then next time you come and knit over, you flip this from one needle to the other to remind you where to decrease and increase or whatever it is that you're doing. So that's what they're used for. So I did buy some the other day, but then I didn't have enough, although I'm not sure even if this is enough. 2, 4. Oh, I might just make a couple extras actually, just in case. Yeah. Sorry, I've just realised I might not actually have enough. Make a couple more. And then I think I'll go and maybe retire for the evening. Right, I think that's a crimp. Oh, people who make jewellery, have you ever squished a glass bead thinking it was a crimp and then it just goes shattering? It just goes... And you're like, no, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, what? Oh, is that... Oh, I think that might be alright, that one. I'll get something to get poison. It is, Shaz. Yep, every day's a school day. I'm not a prolific knitter, so I never sort of found the need for them before, but with this particular pattern I'm doing at the moment, it's kind of very helpful to have a stitch marker. So, and as I said, I bought some from the shop and I looked at them and thought, ooh, I could make these, because they're very similar to what I've just done, with basically a round bit and then a bead. And so, yeah, Jan does quite a few lovely pieces with beads, glass beads, very tiny glass beads. So for those of you who have discovered my channel and you're wondering what this is all about, my name's Ruth and I've been crafting for 40 years. Oh my goodness, I've just realised, yes, I was 46 this year, and my mother taught me to knit when I was 6. So yes, I've been crafting for 40 years. And I know some of my audience probably been crafting for longer than that. But yeah, so my mum taught me to knit when I was 6, crochet when I was probably a bit older than that. She taught me to tat when I was about 12. And then I've picked up various crafts over the years, such as jewellery making and paper crafts. And yeah, I love it. I love being creative. I love the idea that you can make something beautiful with basic things, you know, a bit of imagination. Oh, you just finished a necklace set. Oh, what colour, Jan? Oh, Jan, have you got your shelves up? Jan's been redoing her craft space. Yes, so the people, I'm talking to people on, well, yes, I am talking to real people. If you're watching this and thinking, who is she talking to? Basically, this was a live video, and people were talking to me. So I'm just responding to questions and so on. What are the gold beads called that you are crimping? They are actually called crimp beads, Shaz. Funny enough. Yeah, they have very large holes, and they're made of metal, and they are designed to be squished, basically. Yeah, they're designed to be squished, and they come in all sorts of colours. I have gold and silver ones, and also I discovered when I was sorting out my stash, I have some black ones. I don't as yet have... Oh, hold on. Those are sort of like a brassy... These are a bit of a bright gold, and those are a brassy colour. So I've tried to keep them in sort of separate tubs, because they are slightly different. So for now, because I've got the pack, I've got the tubs, I've decided to keep them separately. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh. Oh well. I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm sure I'll find it. So there we have it, guys. I'll pop these beads away and start saying goodbye to you. Thank you so much for joining me on my great experiment on my YouTube channel. And yeah, if you want to be included for the broadcast list for this channel, please could you email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'll pop that in the chat. And I will create another broadcast list for this group if people are interested in other crafts. So there we go. Pop these all back. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to tidy up as I go. Not always very good at it, but there we go. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Do you have any crimp bead covers? I do not. I did not know that was even a thing, Sally. I will look them up on Google. I will have a little search. Crimp bead covers. Wow. Are they, what material are they made from? Got a sticker on here that says Indian glass. I'm going to move it. Stick it everywhere that says pearls, because I've moved my pearls to a different location. There we go. Oh, thank you, Shaz. Very kind of you. I don't promise that I'm going to be doing this too regularly, and especially not on a Sunday. I do try and have a bit of a rest on a Sunday, so and maybe that's why I like to do sort of alternative things to paper crafting at the weekends, because paper crafts is my sort of, you know, day in, day out job, as it were. So sometimes it's nice for me just to relax and play with things that I don't usually get to play with. So it's a split metal bead that you hide the crimp with. Oh. I do, oh, now I do have some, so are they a bit like the culottes? You sent me a few of those actually, Sally. Yeah, I have these, but they've got little hooks at the end of them. So they like that, but without a hook. That one. Yeah, that one's got a hook. All those have got hooks. Hi, Heidi. Found you. Oh. Well, I've just finished making some stitch markers. Now I've got to find my other pair of glasses because I'm wearing the wrong pair right now. Oh dear. Oh dear, where would I put them? Oh, it's alright, I found it. I found my glasses box. Right, I'm going to swap glasses now. Like a culotte, but specifically for covering a crimp. Okay, I am going to go and look that up. Split metal bead. So they're called crimp bead covers. Okay, I'm going to look that up now. Crimp bead covers. Lovely, thank you. Right, all the best everybody, and please do give some feedback. If you're watching this after I've been live, please do give feedback, especially on the camera, because I'm not sure that this camera is the greatest, because it seems to have a bit of a fishbowl effect. Look, if I do this, you can see there's a bit of a kind of fishbowl. It kind of curves. So I don't know if that's to do with the camera or, yeah. So, and it doesn't seem to be, I don't know. It's a bit shiny. Let's move that away. Oh, it's not really that interesting, honestly, ladies. I've basically just made these, and it was also a bit of an experiment. No, it isn't, Sally, is it? It's because, as I said, I'm using this, it's more of a webcam that you would use for having meetings, to be honest. So I've got to try and figure out a way of maybe connecting my phone to the whole Streamlabs thing. So I will look into that. Do I have it on portrait mode? No, it's a webcam thing. Yeah. It's literally one of those things that you just clip on the top of your laptop or whatever. So that's why the quality isn't as good. It's like a 20 quid, you know, camera. Whereas my phone costs a little bit more than that. So, but what I'm really pleased about is having the closed captioning. So yeah, I will look into this a bit more. Yesterday was World Knit in Public Day. No way! I could have so done that. How do you find out about these things? Oh. Did you do it? Did you go and knit in public, Heidi? Well, thank you for all the thumbs ups, guys. I really do appreciate that. No, it's not on my cell. No, I need to figure out how to connect my phone to that. Anyway, lots of love. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Take care, and I'll probably see some of you, next week on Artful Stampin'. Lots of love, everyone. And now I've got to figure out how to switch this thing off. Oh my goodness. Right. Take care. Bye.